Ghislaine Maxwell, the disgraced British socialite and longtime associate of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, has filed a formal petition with the United States Supreme Court in a final, desperate attempt to overturn her federal sex trafficking conviction. Maxwell, currently serving a 20-year sentence in a Florida federal prison, claims her trial was riddled with legal errors and constitutional violations that demand the highest court's intervention. In her petition, Maxwell's legal team argues that she was denied a fair trial due to media hysteria, public bias, and the prosecution's reliance on unreliable testimony from key accusers. The filing alleges that her conviction was less about justice and more about retribution for Epstein's death in jail, which left prosecutors without a primary defendant. Maxwell's lawyers claim she became the scapegoat in a high-profile scandal that pressured the justice system to deliver a guilty verdict regardless of the complexities in evidence. They also challenge the court's handling of jury selection and highlight concerns about a juror who failed to disclose personal experiences with sexual abuse during voir dire, a revelation that nearly led to a mistrial. This bold move to escalate the case to the Supreme Court marks what may be Maxwell's final legal recourse after losing her appeal in the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals earlier this year. That court upheld her conviction, stating that the evidence overwhelmingly supported the jury's verdict and dismissed claims of bias or misconduct. However, Maxwell's team insists her constitutional rights were compromised and believes the Supreme Court must weigh in to prevent what they call a disturbing precedent in criminal justice, especially in cases fueled by public outrage and political pressure. The victims of Epstein and Maxwell, many of whom have shared painful testimony over the years, have already responded with frustration and renewed calls for justice, saying Maxwell is attempting to evade accountability yet again. Legal experts believe the Supreme Court is unlikely to hear the case given its limited docket and the appellate court's firm ruling. But the petition adds a new layer to a legal saga that has captivated and horrified the public in equal measure. As Maxwell's legal team waits to learn whether the court will take up her case, the move serves as a stark reminder of the enduring legacy of Epstein's crimes and the fight over who must ultimately answer for them.